Good morning. Hi, I'm Chip Bailey, and I'd like to welcome you to Duke, some of you who are new, and to others who are returning to N301 for the spring 2008 semester. We're trying something a little new this morning with an online course, and the approach is to spend a few minutes with you just walking you through briefly the syllabus and highlighting some things that I think will be important for your success here this semester with us. This course is a core course in the master's curriculum. It's taught by a group of faculty who each year sit down and make revisions to the syllabus and to the course content. Diane Kelly, who's a contract faculty at the University of Utah, is one of our key faculty members for this course, as well as Dr. Marva Price, Dr. Judy Hayes, and sometimes Dr. Nancy Short, and myself, Chip Bailey. This is a population-based approach to healthcare. This course may be different for many of you who have probably in your careers focused on care of the individual adult. This course focuses on the care of populations and provides a view, an assessment, and evaluation of the healthcare needs of specific populations. During our time together over the semester, and as you get into the syllabus and to the blackboard over the next few days, you'll find that you're really going to have to self-direct and self-manage your time to be successful in this course. What I'd like to read you from the syllabus, and you can read it again for yourself, are a couple of comments that I think are helpful. Students electing to take online courses must demonstrate a high level of initiative, autonomy, and ability to work independently. That's going to be important for your success. I'm here to coach, I'm here to support, but ultimately you're responsible for the work. Time management and organizational skills are essential to the successful completion of an online course. To promote effective time management, no late assignments will be accepted unless prior arrangements have been made with me. And I recognize that during the course of the semester, we're all going to have issues or emergencies come up. Please notify me and I will work with you to create new deadlines should you need them. But this course builds on itself, so if you miss 1 or 2 weeks, it's going to be hard to pick up in the 3rd or 4th week if you have not reviewed and understood the content from weeks 1 and 2. So it's going to be essential that you devote time each week to reading the materials, to doing the required journals or other projects, quizzes, to move forward in this class and to be successful. Another point I'd like to make, again, is that the course structure is based on a philosophy of self-directed learning. My experience with online courses has taught me several key lessons. The most important is to spend time at the very beginning of the course to help students to be as independent as possible throughout the remainder of the semester. What I mean by independent is to be able to focus your time and energy on the didactic content rather than the technical logistics or questions about what the instructor expects. The purpose of the cyber tour, which you're going to do here in the next week or so, and the FACS test is to ensure that you have the information and skills to complete the course requirements in a seamless manner. The FACT test is a 10-item quiz that's not graded, but it posts a Blackboard grade book, and so I'll have the ability to understand if you did take the opportunity to read through the syllabus and then respond to that quiz. It also asks you to send me a few things about yourself too. So again, it's going to be important here in this early week of the class to go through the Blackboard and to go through the syllabus to make sure that you have a good understanding of where things are and that you can access things. I'm here to support your learning. The Citadel and the Blackboard OIT Help Desk are here to support your technical issues. And there's some information embedded in the syllabus and in the Blackboard about who you should call when you need support. The big portion of this course, 60% of the grade in this course, is based on journaling. Journals aid in the synthesis of the reading content, and journal assignments are assigned for either an individual reading or a group of readings. A journal template and examples of an acceptable and non-acceptable journal submissions are attached to this syllabus. For those of you who have colleagues in Dr. Kelly's class, she has 3 templates attached to her syllabus. I only have 2. I'd also like to say that journals are submitted on a weekly basis according to the syllabus, and you can see what week what journal is due or how many are due. Again, I'd like to bring your attention to how you submit the journals. They're submitted as a 1 document, one word, one page MS Word document, not one page, excuse me, they should be no longer than 2 pages for a journal or any group of readings. But I'd like to bring your attention to what we look for in the journals. There are 3 areas that you must respond to using the template. The first portion of the template asks you to identify 2 to 5 things that you've learned from the readings. This really helps me understand that you've read the material and have given it some consideration, and then put down some ideas that you want to remember. The second portion of the journal asks you to develop a question that you've got from the reading. Questions should be thoughtful. They may even offer a response or a possible answer. But questions that ask things such as, how will the government afford to pay for all this, really don't give me any idea that you've learned much from the reading. The third portion of the journal asks you to talk about how you may use this new content in your work or your professional life. And so I'll be looking for how you link what you currently do with the new information you've gotten. Course grading is posted and I think is fairly clear. There are some online quizzes. They are timed. They are up for a week. They come down. At any point in time, if you get locked out of a quiz, I can always be reached and can turn it on. You'll always find that I will always err on the side of the student. So if I make a mistake, then it's your benefit. If you make a mistake, I'm going to try and figure out how to make it your benefit too. Again, I'd like to say welcome to N301. I think we've got a great course. We've got a lot of interesting content. Much of it will be new for many of you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. The best way to reach me is through email. Messages left on my phone in my office may go unchecked for 2 or 3 days, so you can always find me online. My best for the semester, and if you're in the building and need to stop by, please feel free to schedule an appointment with me. Thank you.